love that conehead shirt. Well, I'm sitting here at my tiki bar, but I ain't seen the sun all day. Says a storm out there, but I don't care. Yeah, I've got Mike's weather page. Never go down. Okay. Mike's weather page. You know you were tracking every move it makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Is it just me or is there spinach over here? There's spaghetti models and empty rum bottles, and sometimes Louis says hi. Hey, Louis. But you don't get no hurries and don't have no worries, cause we're drunk donkey nationwide. Everybody now. Mike's weather page. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Did I ever tell you the story of the drunk donkey? Once upon a time, there was this weather woman. You can come as a pilot, you stay kind of quiet, but you know you love watching Mike's page. So put your conehead shirt on, watch it live on your phone, and drink drunk donkey beer all day. You go down Mike's weather page. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Is that Blobby Bobby? I think that's Juicy Jerry. Yeah, Mike, throw a party, man.
With the big yawn. Oh my goodness. What's up, everybody? I was pointing to the camera to Louie to let him know where to look. I was like, right there. Gotta look right there. Right there. And then he yawned. All right, how's everybody doing here on this beautiful Wednesday? High pressure locked in over top of the southeast here, and not a cloud in the sky yesterday. We got a little bit this morning. No rain in the forecast. We'll get into all that and talk about the weather coming up. We got some storms brewing, maybe for the weekend. Nothing too bad. That's good news. It's kind of a weak front line. So yeah, this is our daily brew. What's everybody doing? We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Twitter has changed a bunch of their settings right now, and I don't think we can automatically stream at the moment. So I just put the link for the YouTube channel on Twitter, which you can still watch it on the YouTube link over there. It's just not embedded in Twitter, something with their API stuff. I don't know. Not too tech savvy, but everybody else is having the same problem. So anyway, we're gonna say hey to some folks. About a couple minutes here. Beverly, good morning. Michelle, you gotta love it. I know. I remember you beat us pretty bad 2 days ago. We won yesterday. We'll see about today. Well, today's an early game, by the way. It's like noontime. What's up, Misty? What's up, Eric? Kind of chilly out. You get those dew points down. All the lightning crisp, man, they were jam on. What's up, Katie? It's Louie. What's up, Rosie over from Miami? Mike Soul, Scott, Katie Kate, Sheila, Dream Girl, Mikey, what's up? Lady Butterfly, what's up? Miss Janet, Coastal North Carolina, Talladega time, Mark Hall, yes. Gotta love Dega. I'll be hitting it in October, right? Want to go to races? Want to go to Talladega? We'll go to Talladega. Let's go Talladega. Where's Talladega? I don't know. Bzzz. Where's Talladega? Okay, let's take a look. Say to Hunter real quick. So our Daily Brew, guys and gals, we're streaming live Monday, Wednesday, Friday right now. May 15th, we start our daily Monday through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Great friends here at ABC Fine Wine Spirit sponsoring us for the Daily Brew for the 5th year in a row. Man, I'm starting to feel old. I was 44 when they started sponsoring it, and I'm 49 now. But we got some fun things planned this year with them. Also locally, big shout out to Done Right Roofing supporting us here. If you live in the Pinellas, Pasco, Hillsborough area, look them up. They big fans of our page. So what's going on in the weather world? Let's take a look at Hunter real quick. This little guy has got some skin problems, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sad. So we have a 10:45 appointment. I can't wait to talk to the vet because I don't know what's going on with him. He's had so many problems. I'm just so sad for him right now. He's got some weird things growing on him. We tried everything. I don't know, man. He's 3 years old. He's doing okay, but his little rear end's looking a little rough today. So we're going to try to get that checked out. Right, buddy? I don't know what to do with you. He's just been the little guy. You going to make it, aren't you? Oh, man. All right, so Wednesday. So let's talk about weather. We'll hold Hunter. I think Hunter's going to want to lay on my lap. He crawled up here this morning because they don't think he's feeling too good. Are you feeling good, buddy? Everybody says, I hope you feel better. So we'll leave him on my lap today. Yeah, you're going to be okay. I know. I'm so sad. Here, why don't you just crawl up my lap here? We're going to do the show. I don't think I ever did a whole show with a dog on my lap before, so we're going to let him get comfy. Go from there. Got a cool photo shoot later today with Florida Trend magazine. That's going to be coming out in June. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to do a big write-up on our page, so that's pretty neat. Can't wait to share that one. All right, let's talk about this real quick before we get into the weather. Then we got Miss Shelley on there helping out on the back side there. Miss Shelley Ross. Good morning, Shelley. Getting excited about our cruise, man. You old. I am old. Thinking about doing my 50th birthday party with Dylan Hubbard on one of his ships out there, out of Hubbard's Marina. That'd be kind of fun. Take a lot of pictures so I can remember it. It's okay. He's settling down here. What's up, Mr. Tom? How you doing, buddy? Lisa? Kitron, good morning. What's up with the gas down in South Florida? Keep hearing about these shortages of gas, by the way. Oh, let's all take a coffee toast, too, by the way. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. All right, so let's talk about a little interesting tidbit. I'm going to try to start every little daily brew out with something to do with tropics. I hope everybody got to see this, by the way. Put a lot of time in this. So if you go to my YouTube channel, click YouTube channel, and go to videos. Notice our new sponsor for YouTube this year. Every year we have a different sponsor on YouTube. This year, All Dry. Great company. They specialize in storm cleanups. Perfect fitting company to have supporting our page because we try to keep it all storm related except for ABC. That is storm related. Hurricane parties are a necessity, especially if you live in Florida. But anyway, I did this hurricane seasonal outlook yesterday. Check it out. I spent a lot of time on it. So went really in depth into the upcoming season and what they're predicting and what my thoughts are, trying to compare it to other years. As we saw last year with 2004, Ian and Nicole replicated Charlie and Jean, or Francis, one of the two, I can't remember now. But history might repeat itself. History might repeat itself. All right, so this is the tidbit for the day. All right, so there's been 10 hurricanes that were 150 miles an hour plus that directly hit the continental United States. There's been a lot more of those that didn't hit the U.S. and might have hit other places. But as far as the United States goes, There's been 10 storms 150 miles an hour plus. That's just shy of Cat 5. There's been 4 Cat 5s. Well, actually, Ian was a Cat 5 before landfall, but then they said it weakened before landfall to a Cat weakened to a strong Cat 4. But of those 10, 9 were tropical storms just 3 days out. So that says one thing: rapid intensification is real. 3 days out, all 9 of these were only tropical storms. The interesting thing here, I haven't really spent a lot of time digesting on, which I did the other day, and it kind of made me really surprised to see this. But look at this. Look at this gap. So we had one in 19. We had one in 32, 35. Then we had a big gap, 35 to 69. That's 34 years that we didn't have a storm 150 plus hit the continental U.S. Then after Camille, it went all the way to 1992. Almost another 20, what is that? All you math people. 23 years. 23 years from Camille to Andrew. And then Andrew, it was another 12 years to Charlie. Almost, that's a long time. And then from Charlie to Michael, it was 14 years. Huge gaps before category high-end 4s and 5s hit the continental U.S. And then all of a sudden, what the heck happened? We had Michael in 18, Laura in 20, Ida in 21, Ian in 22. That is amazing. So 4 storms, 18, 20, 21, 22, and then all these other big gaps. So what does that mean? I don't know. I'm not a climatologist by any means, but that's a pretty eye-opening stat, if you ask me. 4 major storms that close together when we had such a major gap before that. And the other takeaway is this area right here. This is where they all, other than Andrew got going off in the Western Atlantic. A couple other guys got going here, but all these storms, like the Gulf of Mexico, most of them, and that's where the water's hot. So if you were watching my video yesterday, I was pointing out the fact that we are entering an El Nino season, but we're also seeing hotter than normal waters, so they're kind of offsetting each other. But they're not offsetting the fact that El Nino does not seem like it bothers this area. El Nino definitely helps control storms. As a matter of fact, the most fascinating, when I was putting this presentation together yesterday, let me pull up the 2018 hurricane season. I thought this was very fascinating. Let me pull it up here. This is it right here. Let me open up the image here and open up the image and open up the image, and we'll drag the image over here, and then we'll make it bigger. All right. Not a very high resolution one though. What's up with that? Let's try it again. All right, this is bigger. All right. So I'll leave it right there for a second. Let me see what everybody's talking about. I'm kind of trying to be professional for once. Hey, I had a awesome lunch yesterday with the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce here in Oldsmar at TBBC. Anybody been to Tampa Bay Brewing Company? Met the folks there and Mr. Major. It was a good time, and they're really getting more involved with our community up this way. So I love local, so you might be seeing some more fun stuff with them in the chamber with me. But man, they got the best calzones ever. All right, back to weather. All right, look at this. This is so amazing to me. So the whole theme of my video yesterday was things like this. Andrew did this. Dorian did this. That was kind of in an El Nino year. So the start of the year for Andrew and the start of the year for Dorian were definitely El Nino years. They neutraled out a little bit towards the end. I did get a lot of opinions on whether 1992 was an El Nino season or not. The man himself, Brian Norcross, responded to me and said technically it was, and he reported it was, so I left it at that. He said the lingering effects from the El Nino sometimes run several months before they actually are felt in the Atlantic. So the fascinating thing between Dorian and Andrew to me was that they both followed this general track. Dorian obviously stopped and went a little more north. Andrew, of course, kept on going through the state. Both of them went up around, formed here. Another thing fascinating to me, this is the 18 map. I'm going to get into my 18 points in a second. So 2004 is fascinating to me because we had Gene and Francis. Gene and Francis both came in that direction, right? Remember that? Who could forget? 2004. So there's 4 storms in technically El Nino years that kind of followed this pattern where they completely missed the upper level wind shear that El Nino creates. So 1 point there. I don't know if history will repeat itself or not. If it means anything, I don't know. Let's go to 2018. So when you get an El Nino year, which you're going to hear all the buzz, every news station, El Nino, El Nino, El Nino. They measure a portion of the Pacific waters, and if these waters are warmer than normal, it's El Nino. And what that does, it creates more storms out here, creating a subtropical jet type of setup where you get a lot more wind shear here. Okay? But, great for the Lesser Antilles, great for Puerto Rico, hopefully great for Hispaniola and, Jamaica and the Caymans and all great folks out there that watch us because we might have higher wind shear. We might even get some storms that form off Africa, but they might encounter this wind shear and get torn apart. That's the plan, hopefully. But the other side of this whole thing is this. Look at Florence. This is 2018, right? 2018, Florence came in at a weird approach. This is it right here, actually. I just drew it to highlight the point that I'm trying to make. Florence went around and kind of followed that same Andrew thinking, Dorian thinking, Gene thinking, Francis thinking. So these are all kind of El Nino years. There's 4 storms. Now 18, this is fascinating to me. Look, anything that formed on the bottom of the main development region here couldn't handle it. They fizzled out. They faded. We had a couple hurricanes, an 18 red as hurricanes. They weakened the tropical storm. By the time they got to the Caribbean, they fizzled out. And I'm sure that's 100% because of the wind shear down there, which is El Nino, which 2018 was El Nino. But 2018 also is the storm that we all remember is Michael. Michael rapidly intensified outside of those shear zones. Gulf of Mexico, 3 days out, and obviously the rest is history, as our Paul Harvey would say. So homegrown action. Point of all this is, I'm not falling into that El Nino hype. Everybody's hyped up about numbers. How many named storms we're gonna have. I talk about this all the time. It only takes one, and it doesn't matter how many of these we get out here. Look at all these storms out here. It didn't affect anybody. Doesn't matter how many's out there. All we care about, obviously, is anybody that gets affected by them. So we don't care about how many are out here. So we look at things. So the number one factor we're looking at right now more than anything is the fact that waters are hot. That's all we got to look at. Looking ahead. And right now they are hot. They're hotter than normal. This is your weekly anomaly maps. And they're hotter than normal. You can't deny it. Somebody says, quit talking water temps. Well, I'm just telling you facts. I'm not an opinion. I'm not a science guy. I'm just letting everybody know the 30-year averages, these are hotter than normal. So, if we get anything developed in the Western Atlantic, Western Caribbean Gulf that gets in this area, my feeling is we could be dealing with some strong storms again. Simple fact. So that's all I got to say about that. What's going on in the weather? Oh, Eric, you remember that? Yeah, they got some amazing food. Shelly, I'm jinxing you. When am I going camping? Hey, Mr. James Fort, how you doing? Everybody get their Tempest weather station, by the way. It's cool to see some of us getting that. We should put together a map, Shelly, if everybody's okay to it. I mean, the Tempest has a map location, which is phenomenal. Millions of Tempests around the world and countries. And you know the one thing that Tempest does, and then we're going to talk weather, which is so fascinating. So here's the link, by the way. If you're interested in a weather station, go here. You get a 10% discount. Everybody, number one question I get every year, I want a weather station. I want a weather station. Well, that's what I got. But the cool thing about this is they calibrate these things on the fly. So if your neighbor's 78 and this neighbor's 78 and that guy's 78 and you're saying 75, they know yours needs a little calibration. So the same thing with winds, wind directions. And they take all this data and they actually help. You get your own personalized forecast on your location based on the data over X amount of time. It starts to know if Tampa's calling for 78 and an inch of rain and you're 79 and you get an inch and a half consistently, they'll start adjusting your forecast based on the variances of where you live compared to where the national, or where your local forecast. So it's neat. And then they link them all together so they can all kind of get a really good information to the National Weather Service. So it's fun. But a couple of our guys just got some, and Shelly, I'll get right on it. Miss Shelly. Hey, we got the pictures mailed out, Shelly. Here's our cruise picture, by the way. Shelly sent these to Julie, and we got them mailed out. Is that not the coolest thing ever? That was our cruise picture from our Royal Caribbean. That's all of our MWPs that were on the cruise. You can see my chin. I'm peeking through there. But that was such a cool picture. Sarah, I gave one to Sarah today. She's taking to her teacher at school. She pointed everybody out. There's your friend Jason. There's your friend Chris. It's awesome. All right. So we woke up this morning. There's a little bit of convection out there, out in the Gulf. I posted, I bet you some people had some wet windshields, but never probably really hit the ground. I always look at stuff like the water vapor loop and stuff like this. This is always a good map to look at in the morning when I wake up. This one right here. This one just kind of shows you there's a little bit of juice flying through, and hardly any of this made land or ground. But you probably had some wet windshields out there this morning. Nothing's really planned as far as storms in the next couple of days. There's a big system brewing out Midwest. Not a huge tornado risk by any means, normal, but as far as our viewing area goes, we do got some hail, obviously, big hail. This is hail season. Hail season, definitely. We go from winter to tornadoes to hail to hurricanes. So this is today. Here's tomorrow. Storms brewing tomorrow. And I guess most of our people start paying attention tomorrow into Friday. Here's Friday, Friday. So Friday we'll start to see some storms. That's just going to be pretty much a squall line of storms pushing through. So your normal afternoon, late, evening thunderstorms, daytime heating. This is Friday. Big old F. Could mess up some Friday night lights. It is going to make its way towards the East Coast on Saturday. Now, we're not showing any storm predictions worries. But we might see some isolated storms down through Florida. But the farther up you go, the stronger the chances are for Saturday action. And then on Sunday, everything's gone. And the only people on Sunday are going to get us up here. So my most favorite map of all is this little guy right here. I got to tell you. So Friday, Shelly, remind me, Friday I want to tell ABC story. So my favorite map of all, if I can find it down here, animate day 1 through day 7. Oh God, now it ain't working again. What the heck? I just looked at it a second ago. Okay, the 00Z is working. All right. I got so excited this morning. I'm like, oh, my map is back. Yay. And then I just click on 12Z. So this is 00Z. It's crazy. So we got a cool little Hurricane Expo this weekend at Madeira Beach. I'm only going to speak about 10 to 15 minutes, which is good because I don't really want to. I want to work on a new presentation. I don't have time to work on an hour presentation. So I'm gonna tweak if you're coming to the Madeira Beach Hurricane Expo, which is in Pinellas County, I'm going to talk about this season's CSU forecast, and I'm going to go into what they're talking about with El Nino, and I'm going to bring up the water temperatures and bring up past El Nino events, and then talk a little bit about surge and flooding for our area. Hopefully it's 15 minutes. But we'd like to thank our good buddies at Furman sponsoring my Hurricane Expos. And we're actually giving away a Furman generator for the Oldsmar Expo, which is May the 6th. So all you got to do is show up, sign a little piece of paper, and you have a chance to win an awesome Furman generator. What, Shelly, what'd you say? Hello, Alexis, how you doing? No, tell me Friday, Shelly, not today. LD was here, the snoring dog. Yes, it's my little buddy Hunter. What's up, Dream Girl? Dream. I've heard nothing but amazing customer service from Tempest. Yes. What else we got? So Alexis, usually you're in Barbados and England, right, Alexis? Good to see you. Vivid, you'd love to win a generator. Well, heck yeah. I got my little trickle charger hooked up to my. Oh, there you go, Tom. Yeah. What's up, Valerie Bauer? Stacy from St. Thomas. So St. Thomas, maybe good for you, this El Nino pattern, right? We were just showing that. El Nino usually helps the Caribbean as far as slowing down tropical development. So, hopefully. All right. So what we're doing here, we're looking at the weekend, looking at Friday. Let's go to Friday. Here's that line of storms coming. This is early Thursday night, Friday morning. Here's what we're going to look like Friday throughout the midday. There's our storms brewing Texas across Upper Gulf. We're going into Friday evening now, tonight. Friday night, that is. Friday night. Then we get into Saturday. You can start to see this. Look, things are starting to fizzle a little bit. Somebody said they couldn't see Florida. So let me see if I can change the... Ooh, that's even worse. No. It is kind of hard to see the states. It's outlined right there, but... Let's try NASA terrain. I don't know. Now I got it all messed up. All right, you're good right there. Natural Earth terrain. How about natural Earth? All right, we'll do natural Earth. Sorry, buddy. All right, so this is throughout the day on Saturday. All right. Here's our frontal line Saturday morning. So again, Florida Peninsula kind of cut off as far as the heavy stuff goes. There are going to be an increase of afternoon thunderstorms because we're going to have moisture in place from this frontal line. The big juice here is about Georgia northward, and this is Saturday afternoon. I know it's so hard to read this map. I wish they'd make the things. But all right, so here's South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and then as we get into Saturday evening and this overnight, look, it's already passing through. And there's Sunday morning almost gone for everybody. And it might be a nice day Sunday. Look at this, 82 for a high for Orlando. 81 Tampa, 70s, lower 60s around Georgia, upper 60s around the upper Gulf Coast. This is Sunday. So one thing I'm going to show you a couple things here for the weekend. Real quick. I always go to the Windy map. All these links that I click are on my page. There's windy.com. I like Windy because it kind of gives you a storm chance. So here's Friday. There's kind of what's brewing in the afternoon. This, there could be some heavy storms coming in off that Gulf of Mexico, fueling things. You want to go see your brother? You're really getting loud again. Go see your brother. Go see your brother. Go see your brother. I don't know, man. Little Hunter's not doing too good. Yeah, Mark, you sound like a chainsaw. I told Julie we might just have to just let, Mother Nature, or not Mother Nature, well, I mean, just nature run its course. We can't keep, running tests on the poor guy because he's 3 years old already. Oh, my God, it was test after test, and then, we can't do anything. I'm like, what the heck? Why we just spend all this money to say, oh, well, it's natural. All right, Friday afternoon, there's our storms. Looks pretty healthy. We can get some stuff across the upper Gulf. The big curiosity is going to be this. So we got the Florida Peninsula overnight. We'll see what happens in the morning. Here is the morning on Saturday, 7 a.m. This is a weekend. It's been pretty consistent between the GFS. GFS has been a little faster and a little more sporadic, but this just gives you what we could be seeing on Saturday morning. And then, like I said, the bigger stuff definitely getting going here where that low pressure is. Farther north you go as far as rain goes. And here's Saturday afternoon. As you can see, Saturday afternoon, this is a high concentration of storms. You know, South Carolina northward, very low concentration, lower Georgia down into Florida. And then on Sunday, it's pretty much gone. Here's Sunday, 10 a.m. Maybe a little bit of action left over for the Outer Banks Sunday morning. Maybe some lingering stuff along the coast, but that's it. It's pretty good confidence that high pressure is going to help keep away anything. Let's look at daily rain total maps. Kind of give an idea what's cooking on that. Here is day one. I wonder if I could do this. I hate how I have to zoom out. Doesn't look that good. Well, you can kind of see it, I guess. All right. So here's rainfall today. Maybe some normal little pop-up down in southeast Florida. Nothing hot, nothing showing too strong. The HRR is not even showing anything, but could be normal stuff down there popping a little bit. Nothing organized. Day two, there are a little more chances as the humidity picks up again in South Florida tomorrow. This is Thursday. There's your frontal line setting up for Thursday. There's Friday. Obviously, we've already showed this line of storms on Friday. Go to Saturday. You can see the blob middle Georgia north, heavy rain. The blob middle Georgia south getting less and less on Saturday. That's good too because Saturday night is prom. That you talk about an expensive night, Saturday night, prom. Anybody ever buy a prom dress and then pay to get it altered? Like you just spent, I'm going to say, a lot of money on a prom dress. And then you got to pay somebody to alter it. Okay. Then you got to buy shoes, and then you got to buy earrings, and then you got to pay for pictures, and then you spend the whole time taking pictures on your phone, and then you come home. Hey, I'm all for it. Teresa wants a little drinky, please. Citrus County. Dump some orange juice out there. Dawn, there you go. Shelly helped you out. She's always there to help out. You just got to go through all the right channels. No prom dresses. And then what, you wear it one time and that's it? Oh, well. They only live once. All right, so here's the rain on Saturday. And then Sunday, like we were talking about, Sunday things are great across the whole southeast. Maybe a little bit of lingering northeast on Saturday. A little bit in Texas, too. This is Sunday. Sorry, Sunday. Could be a little bit lingering leftover frontal lines. These frontal lines, what they do is they end up bending back and kind of like hanging out. You can always look at surface charts and see that, too. Here is, let me zoom in on it a little better now. So here is, we were just showing you Texas for Sunday. Well, here's that frontal line backing up, bending around, and kind of becomes more of a stalled out warm front type of setup. So we get juice here in Texas. But that's kind of everything in a nutshell. Let's see winds. We have a lot of boaters. I don't think we have any, obviously. Winds are predictable, right? So we're in a high pressure right now over top of us. So very light winds right now currently. Today is, what day is today? Wednesday. And we go to Wednesday currently. All right, so here's kind of where we're at today. I mean, obviously blues and greens are light. Anything above green is, but light winds coming across the Atlantic. We got high pressure over top of us. Winds are starting to pick up along the coast of Texas here because we have this approaching storm. We get tomorrow. Here's these wind barbs. You can see them turning up that way. Turn up. There's your winds incoming because they're approaching that frontal line. And then we get to Friday, and of course storms are going to be happening, so you want to watch that, obviously. But as far as all the way to Friday, things are calm and south here. We got a lot of people that boat. There's your sea breeze. This is Friday, 2 p.m. So not really bad. Now Saturday, we got this front coming through. Depends on what how it passes through. We could have a little more increased winds, but not really showing up at like anything to write home about. So it doesn't look bad at all. Winds are very, very calm. You look for systems. If you're worried about winds, you look for systems. If you live in areas that have sea breezes, you want to pay attention to the HRRR map here, which I have linked off of Tropical Tidbits. But the important thing to look at eventually is wind flow. And in the summertime, you get these lines of storms that develop on the sea breeze side, and you want to know which way they're going to go. They're going to go that way, or are they going to go that way? Well, the HRR is great for predicting based on winds, and a lot of that is all due to this positioning of the high pressure area. High pressure here, it might bend around and help push the storms this way. High pressure's here, it's too weak and kind of pushes the winds that way. So, this high, the National Weather Service had a really good article on wherever this high pressure system parks. And a lot of my theory on this whole going back to the tropics thing is this. We go back to having this jet stream, come through here. It's going to change the high pressure here, and that allows possibly these storms like we saw with Andrew and Dorian and Gene and Francis. That might be why we saw storms during El Nino style years work itself around this high pressure placement and have a different angle coming in. We'll see if that holds true, but I was kind of surprised to see that history of those storms coming in around the top side of the Caribbean and still impacting the coastal United States. So that'll be what we're looking at for sure. Well, the good thing about car warranty time, Katie, that's right. I should have had that car warranty car with my truck, right? Stacy, we're doing pretty good. I got to run the dog to the vet. Cha-ching. It'll be another prom dress. Hey, Harold. Well, it's generator season, and I've been getting a lot of people telling me they've been shopping around, and most Lowe's now stock Furman, which is a great partnership. They also are to places like Costco and a couple other places. But the coolest thing is if you just want to have one mailed to you, you don't want to deal with going to the store. You can get free shipping and 30% off just by clicking that link. And 30% off is a lot. 900 generator now becomes like $600 and free shipping. So that's pretty cool. If you're in the market for that. And that's a good page to follow too. They do a lot of they're great on social media, so make sure you look them up and follow them on all your social media channels. They're constantly posting cool little tidbits and whatnot. We love them to death. Can't wait to see who wins the generator here in Oldsmar this year. Last year they gave away a big one, and took a couple of us to load it in the van. Actually, our local fire department did it. They loaded it. The big guys. I don't think I was strong enough to do it, but they did a good job loading it in the ladies' van for her. So that was pretty cool. But that's about it. We're going to do Q&A time. That's going to be our new thing, Shelly. Q&A time. Freebird time, Eric. I know. I got to turn it off quick, though, because I don't want to get music copyrighted. Dream girl, anything with feathers. Well, they figure it's got to be an allergy. We've done so many allergy tests. He never leaves the house. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I put a pee pad out when we go out of go out with softball and stuff, and they use that pee pad a lot. Maybe I should just keep them in the house for a while and let them just use that thing and keep them from going outside altogether. Because outside, man, with pollen and stuff this time of year, it comes through the screen. And I was cleaning out the spiders the other day, and I got an asthma attack. I haven't had asthma in so many years. Luckily, I still got these little guys. Anybody have to puff these little guys? So heck, maybe I should just do it. And then I got some cream from Amazon. I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna do that. We gotta take the bull by the horns. I can get a potty box. The reason I don't have a potty box is because I don't like cats. I'm not a cat guy. We did have a Manx though one time, and the Manx was cool. That cat was a human being, I swear to God. Don, you are correct. Shelly will tell you, I have lost more. The only stress in life that I have is with social media, particularly one company. I had to get the Claritin out the other day, Katie Haley, the little chewables. I hate taking them because I get tired, but they do wonders this time of year. Cream from Amazon, that's what I got there, Chris. Let me see, what did I get? Let me see if it's coming today. He's just got a weird thing going on around his butt. To be frank. Sorry. Actually, our Rosie girl at Chili's has a dog named Frank. All right, so I got Forticep Blue Butter. Hot spot treatment for dogs. Dog wound care. Skin, yeast, ringworm, rashes. So we're going to try that. And it had a lot. And when I ordered a pool, I love looking at what I ordered. So I had to order a pool towel holder because I had the old style PVC one and it was like getting kind of dirty. Oh, I got my new speaker. Remember we were doing the speaker test the other day? I'll make sure there's nothing on here that is other than my zip code. So I got a new speaker microphone for my truck. So I did my little storm chase the other night, and it didn't work too well the way I liked. So I got this outdoor exterior microphone, and I got to run power to it. So then another wire on my truck. I got more wires everywhere. Oh my God. I'm probably going to mount it. I'm thinking about mounting it. I don't know where I'm going to mount it. I don't want to pick up wind noise when I'm driving. So I might mount it behind the back window. Or I might just glue a magnetic base to it and move it around a little while. And it's 12 volt. I wonder if I could just rig up. I might just be able to 12 volt. Maybe I can mount it with a portable battery. Maybe I'll just do that. That way I can move it. Excuse me. Move it around some. Until I realize where I want it. Anyway, so that's what I got going. So back to non-dog stuff. Anything else we got to talk about? Tom? Yeah, chicken. Don't give him chicken. Chicken? Rhonda May? Yeah, he's on some sort of a really strict diet right now. We spent a lot of money on food tests. And yeah, the Blue Angels. What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, I heard they're going to be there Sunday. I'm going to turn off my mic because I got a cough. That was a 1920s silent movie cough. Flip-flop tan contest. I got that. Hey, Bobby. She got blue. Looks amazing. She got these high heels. She's going to look amazing. I'll probably cry. It's hard to believe I started Mike's Word page before kids, 2004. Yeah, so Jonathan, the Blue Angels is going to be iffy on Saturday. Let's get some high resolution. What day is today? Wednesday? No, we can't do the HRR. Man, what the hell's going on in my throat? I do have cough drops. I didn't need one last night. Let's see how effective these are. This is a cough drop review. Let's see if it killed the urge to cough. All right, we're going to give it a test. Let's take a look at some timing of rains for South Carolina. Today's Wednesday. We can only go out to Friday. Go tropical tidbits here. And let's see. Here's Saturday, noontime-ish. There's noontime-ish, widespread. Obviously, Sunday's great. Sunday's 100%. There's midday Euro. So it's just spotty. Canadian. It's just going to be hit or miss on Saturday. Sunday looks great, though, so just have to watch the radar. The way it goes. Prom pictures? That's Saturday. We'll see. Stephanie, I know. I never get bothered by this stuff. I don't know what happened all of a sudden. Maybe it's the rain. We've all become allergic to rain, especially in Florida. Hey, I posted a map to my Bermuda friends. Nobody said hi. Where's Miss Lori at? We have people in Bermuda. I thought it'd be like, hey, I'm from Bermuda. Nobody responded. Oh, I got the debates going. I was Miss Bobby over on Twitter. Posted my trophy from the GHC. I don't think I ever shared a picture of it before. I put it on last night late. Yeah, Andrew during El Nino. I don't know. But so I was excited about my Storm Chaser graphic. I don't know if you got to see it or not, but my new stream. Let's see if I can pull up Facebook here. It's kind of hard to pull up Facebook when I'm on Facebook, but we can try. Or maybe I'll go to Twitter. Let me turn. I gotta close that out anyways. But anyway, I got a new picture here on my Storm Chaser truck. I really liked it. I was able to put the weather data streaming on it, and I thought it was really cool. Let me just go rewind here. Hey, yesterday was National Lineman Appreciation Day yesterday. So we have a ton of linemen that follow our page, and I've met over the years. So hats off to all of you all, and especially our friends Tammy and Team OSR, Victory Powerline Services. They first ones on the scene after storms, getting the power back. So big day for them yesterday, and they love their jobs, man. Most of them are just like beasts. Like they cannot wait to jump in the middle of a storm and start getting things back to normal. It's like they're like me storm chasing. They're like raring to go. My buddy Jonathan or Jonah took awesome lightning picture there. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a dang. Where did I post it at? What am I looking for? Oh, here it is. Storm Chaser truck. All right. So my new Storm Chaser screen used to just be the screen. I'm going to change it still, but the general idea is this. All my weather tempest information is right here. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. But what's cool about this is it's going to have wind direction, wind speed, lightning, rain, temperature, pressure is more than anything. It's going to be important right here. Pressure. I'm so excited to be able to follow pressure. You know, when we set off on these little adventures and we watch that pressure drop. I added my webcam to me, which people asked for, and I get it. I'm a little more, who's talking, so that's going to be there. And then I'm also going to add a pin drop. Probably going to put it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this stuff a little bit smaller so I can get this bigger, and then I'm going to make this smaller just a little bit. But I'm going to put a pin drop here of a basic location where I'm at. Basic, Shelly. So when I do decide, so I'm going to chase some thunderstorms this year. I'm kind of excited about it. I want to see how it goes. I'm pretty excited about it actually. So what I want to do this year is in between hurricanes or whatever is find a spot, watch an approaching thunderstorm coming at us, and set up the weather station. Get everything set, and let's see how it goes. I mean, we might get some amazing shots of weather and lightning and sunsets, and see these mothership storm clouds rolling in, which we're famous for here in Florida. So, I got a new wide-angle camera this year. I just ordered that new microphone, which I think is going to be cool. So, we'll have outside audio. What I did with my Ian chase was I basically used my phone, and we had an outside audio that was recording different parts of the chase. So I was able to use that audio and blend it over. But this will be interesting to see. We will see. Shelly. The funniest story, though, was the golf chase where I don't know what happened. But I was streaming live, and a gold van drove by, and somebody was hanging out the window holding up a sign, "We love MWP." They knew where I was, and they made a sign, and they were driving by while I was live. And I'm like, what the heck? They're beeping the horn. I felt like that scene from Smokey the Bandit when they were like coming home to dump off their cores, and whatever. Crazy. So anyway, all right. So we'll be live Friday. Not a lot to talk about in the weather world. Let's look at radar today. It's going to be another nice day. Let's turn on the old HRR, see what everybody gets. The cool thing about the HRR now is that we get the whole Gulf region. So I can show everybody. I don't feel like I'm excluding anybody. So here's the rain today. And there's little pop-up little guys here and there. Nothing organized. This is pretty quiet, though. This is really freaky. Look at that. There's like nothing. Maybe a few drops and drips in Texas. But this is Wednesday afternoon. I've never seen the weather map. This is 5 o'clock on Wednesday p.m. Nothing. Is it broke? Wow, that's crazy. All right, so here comes the storm. This is overnight, Wednesday midnight. You can start to see the storm up here. Nebraska. And there's our frontal line setting up tomorrow morning. And there it is. Boom! Tomorrow afternoon. So there's the storms tomorrow. Bang! And overnight Friday night. Could be, look at this. This is interesting. This is tomorrow night. Thursday night into Friday morning. Look at this. That could be interesting. Overnight storms, Thursday night into Friday. Line of storms coming through. SPC is not talking a lot about tornadoes right now. So, 5% could mean a watch. So it's definitely, pay attention to this line Thursday night into Friday morning. And then here it comes. Boom. Big old storms down here. This is Friday morning. So definitely going to have stuff to watch out for here Friday morning. It's looking very likely. We were talking about this 3 or 4 days ago. So definitely going to happen Friday morning. So pay attention to that. And that's as far out as HRR goes. But that's pretty nasty looking right there, actually. Let's zoom in on that a little more. Let's go to Louisiana. That's interesting. That could be some stormy weather. Setting up. This is Friday morning, early Friday morning. Oh, let's see if we get these super. It could be some storms. Could be some energy out there to worry about. So keep an eye on that. Still 2 days away. A lot of lightning. This is the lightning map. So Friday morning, we can see some big time lightning going on here, Louisiana and eastern Texas. Friday morning. And it is a cold front. So check this out. We're going to have some dry air coming through this weekend. Here it comes. There's our frontal line. And then there's our big push of dry air. This is on Sunday. So it should be an awesome Sunday for most everybody. Sunday is going to be amazing. A little bit of leftovers here in Texas, as we showed earlier. The front's going to dip around, leave behind a little moisture. Oh my goodness! Oh God, I don't want to start talking about blob 3.0. Look at that old blob pop up, then it dissipates. What's up with that? That's next Monday. Blob. That's 12Z. What the heck? Why did it default to that? Wow. That's interesting. That's next Monday. Wow, there's Sunday. What the heck is going on here? So Sunday looks great, but look at this leftover frontal line. You can see the frontal line. There's our low. And here's the tail all the way around here. But look at this little bit of moisture pop here get going on late Sunday. There's Monday. There's another blob alert coming. Too early to talk about blobs again. We talk about it. This is the time of the year we talk about blobs. Hey, the Halls work, by the way. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Killed my little tickle. All right, let's go to the Gulf here. Actually, we go to Central America. What am I clicking on? Slow down. Click, 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 click. All right, Central America, Gulf of Mexico. And we're going to look at the blob. Let's see what we got cooking here. This is interesting. Man, I hate seeing weather when we do our daily brew. Why is this only going out? What's going on here? Why only go? What's going on here? Oh, I'm way ahead of myself. Look at that. All right, so here's Monday. Ah, man, it could make its way. It's like a double whammy. So the initial front doesn't cause any rain on Saturday, but then this gets another little push through here on Monday. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'm not going to post on that until the 12Z runs. But we could have blob. So every year we talk about naming blobs, right? Does any like long-term MWPs remember we always name blobs, right? I forgot about this. Shelly, didn't we have redneck names for blobs like Bubba? I think last week might have been Bubba. We do Cletus like from Dukes of Hazzard. This is Blob Cletus. Is it our third blob of the year? Or we need to start naming them now. What's a good A name for redneck blobs? I don't know. But Bubba and Cletus for sure. So we might be naming this Blob Cletus. This would be next Monday. And that's leftover front. That's a double whammy for up in the Gulf if that happens. Could be some rain on that too. I mean, it has to be rain on that. Yeah, look at that, Monday. So, man, I'm gonna look at them 12Z models. Let's see what the old let's go back to Tropical Tidbits here. Let's see if Blob Cletus has any model support from other models. So we're looking at next Monday. Oh, that's that. Oh, no, it's Wednesday. See, there's Blob Cletus, a little farther south on the GFS. Here's a Euro on Monday on the GFS right there. Blob Cletus. Instead of Hurricane Cletus, this is Blob Cletus. And that's our two models. So, hey, and what is that? That's just like another push frontal. Then we got another front Wednesday coming, it looks like. Man, a lot of weather. Here's Monday. And that's nothing really. That's just the backside getting pushed through. So what happens here on Monday, this is our frontal line. It backs up and then it just kind of gets a push back. So it's not really a new front. It's more of the old front finally getting a push back through. So we'll keep an eye on this for next Monday. And it might make its way into Florida later Monday night. Just like we just saw. There's Blob Cletus on the Canadian model. And Icon doesn't go out that far yet. So, all right, well, I'll keep an eye on that. All right. Well, again, if you didn't see my video from YouTube yesterday, make sure you check it out. Go to the YouTube channel, click right there, YouTube, and go to videos, and there it is, the 2023 hurricane season outlook. See what you think about it. It's about 15 minutes long. Hopefully you liked it. And it's something new for me, doing more of a structured video that I actually have to think about. It's hard. Lisa Reed, you're welcome. Augustus, that's a good one. We should just start over. Amos. Oh, Amos. Like, wasn't there a Jerry Reed song? Earlene. I like Earl. Oh, Beavis. Butthead. Rhonda May. I like it. Bobby, we'll see you along, girl. Put up the name list. We should do that. Everybody be like, oh, he done lost his marbles. Redneck Storm Chaser coming out with names. All right. Bell Reed. I feel like I'm in good company with Reed Timmer now and Jim Cantori. No more no more cough drops. What did I do? Chew it up a little too loud? All right, hey, I got to go to the vet. I got an appointment. I just remembered. I can ramble all day. All right, hey, we go an hour, though. All right, so listen. Hey, thanks, Eric. Appreciate that. Eric said he watched the YouTube video, and it went well. Appreciate that. Yeah, I put a lot of time into it. You know, nobody knows. Look at the two blown forecasts the last 2 weeks for rain in the southeast, right? That little tropical, it wasn't a tropical low, but that little low pressure in the Gulf completely messed everybody up. We had, historic flooding on the Florida East Coast, Zippo on the West Coast. And then that blob that came through late this weekend, nobody predicted would make it to the coast, and it did. And it rained all night into Monday. So there was two blown, and it's not the forecasters, it's the models. The models did terrible. So, all right, Chris, I'll submit it. All right, listen, today's Wednesday, so we'll see everybody on Friday, and we'll do the Daily Brew. We got a photo thing tonight with Florida Trend Magazine. We'll get that done and have an article, which is cool. And we got a hurricane conference on Saturday. I'm going to start working on my graphics for that. So if you're in the Madeira Beach area, it's open to anybody in Pinellas County, or anybody in general. But if you live in Pinellas County, you want to go to a really cool, they have a lot of speakers. Pinellas County Emergency Management's going to be there. They're going to have flood folks there, a lot of information. Same thing with Oldsmore coming up in May. So we'll hope to see you there. And